What is up, everybody? It is Yandrew Ortiz, the owner of SMY, the current SMY Wrestling Hardcore Champion. And today we are going to be showing off my customs in my collection. You'll see in this video there's like figure swap customs, painted customs, and anything else. But this is just to show you every custom that I have in my collection. So that is all it. So let's get this started. Kicking things off, we have my custom Dominic Mysterio. This is a Miz head sculpt with the Seth Rollins Elite with Miz boots, an old Rey Mysterio basic gauntlets, some bigger knee pads and everything. I don't actually own a Dominic figure, but I love to have this as a custom. But it's the best custom I could do for Dominic, and I need to try to find a really good Dominic so I can restore that back as Seth Rollins coming up soon. But yeah, that's all I got. Next, we got my custom TNA AJ Styles. As you can see, I tried to acetone the chest, and it did not turn out pretty well. And you can see like the paint of the lightness in there. I did make the tattoo, the wristbands, and the elbow pads in there, the old modern AJ Styles when he made his debut. But yeah, this is a really good custom, I guess, to have like a TNA AJ Styles in the collection. But yeah, I consider it's really good. Next in the collection, we have a custom Kevin Owens. I do not remember which Elite this is, but it's just a modern Kevin Owens figure Elite. I have no idea which one. feel like that's the NXT one, but I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. But here you got like the Fight Owens fight in the back. You got the KO in there. I made his tattoos. I'm not sure if the tattoos are accurate, but I try my best, honestly. And if I could try to find a basic, I gotta really head swap this because honestly, I do not like that Kevin Owens head sculpt at all. The next one is a custom Finn Balor Club gear, and yeah, I try to do like his NXT, New Japan, and current day because of the boots, their shoes currently. But yeah, I try to like combine those three eras in one figure. But honestly, I really want to mod it more. As you can see, also that is an AJ Styles knee pad. When I first realized it said AJ, I was like being stupid, and I thought it was like Japan stuff, but honestly, no, that stands for AJ. Oh my god, but yeah, that's a really good custom I have in the collection. Next up is a custom Kota Ibushi figure that I made up. I torso crack a Kushida figure that I do not use anymore. I used an old Shawn Michaels head sculpt. I used Matt Riddle arms in this. I used Iron Sheik thighs to use this. The Kushida, I don't know how to pronounce that. The boots from the Kushida, and that is a crotch piece from an old John Cena figure that I do not use anymore, and it's broken down, so why do I care? But yeah, this is also one of the best customs that I've done. But I really got to include knee pads on here. But honestly, I do like the Kota Ibushi how it is right now. But yeah. That's how I made my Kota Ibushi. I did like how it did turn out, but that arm that he has right there, that is completely loose. And I really gotta fix that. Next in the collection is my custom Joe Hendry.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Once again, I'm sorry for saying his name, but yeah, this is from an old Claudio Castagnoli figure, and these are John Cena arms that are here. This is a Miz head sculpt that I modified. The thighs are... There's the same one as the Cesaro, but I also had... I decided to do the lower legs and put the white boots in there. Well, technically these are Arn Anderson boots, but I painted them white because I didn't have any white boots that are for elites, because the rest that I had, they were basics. And yeah, I like this Joe Hendry custom a whole lot. It is way better to fed with, honestly. I would consider getting the TNA one, but I have to go verify it. And next is a custom that I did recently, is this custom Jeff Charles figure. One of my best friends that I made. I finally got to have a Wesley figure just to make Jeff. As you can see, here's some of the details. It's basically a Wesley body with painted wrist tape, updated pants, and it's just something basic for like his heel character here, and SMY and AHW as well. But yeah, I kind of like how the custom turned out. It took me like an hour to do this, but yeah, it was completely worth it to make the custom Jeff Charles. So yeah, I want to have this modern day Jeff in the company. So yeah, that is a really good custom figure that I have of him. Next, we got custom John Cena right here. This is supposed to be like in his 06, 07 John Cena, but I didn't have any green shorts, so I went with dark blue. But honest, and the white shoes too. My bad, I forgot to mention that. But yeah, I like how this custom actually turned out. Honestly, I was gonna paint the pants green or black, but honestly, when I first looked at it, it actually looked pretty good. So I just let it stay like that, honestly, and it looks pretty good. Looks pretty damn good in my opinion. Next, another custom is a custom 2010 John Cena. What I made it with double jointed arms, interchangeable hands, and a custom hat. This used to be the old Matt Riddle hat, and I don't even barely use it anymore, so I made it into a John Cena hat. This is the Dr. Thugonomics John Cena from Elite Top Picks, I believe. That had John Cena, Drew McIntyre, Rey Mysterio, I believe. I don't know, but correct me if I'm wrong. And these are like the old Ultimate Edition shoes. And yeah, I like how this custom turned out. I've been wanting to get a figure like this for quite a while, and I never had the chance to do it because it is like really expensive. So I bought a basic John Cena that has this same attire, and I made it into Elite because I like this era of John Cena, PG. Next in my custom list is a custom AEW Will Ospreay. As you can see right here, we got a Miz head sculpt as an Ospreay. We got a Kenny Omega torso, Kenny Omega boot, Kenny Omega kick pads, WWE knee pads, and a Cody Rhodes crotch piece and legs piece. And just add an elbow pad just to add it there because, well, it's the aerial assassin. He does a hidden blade, why not? But yeah, I like how this custom actually turned out. It's amazing, actually. I would actually get the AEW Ospreay, the current one, but it's going to be a little bit tough for me, so I'm going to stick with this custom, and I kind of like it. It's the best one of the best customs I actually have in the collection. Alright, next up in the collection, it's kind of stupid, but I did try my best to try to get to an Elite, but honestly, it was really tough to get. This is a custom Demon Finn Balor basic. I used an old Finn Balor head sculpt from this figure exactly, and nothing else. It's just painted, and that's it. And just added the longer knee pads, honestly, because I really needed the short knee pads. But yeah, I like how the custom actually turned out, but there's still some modifications I have to do, but it looks good. I do like the custom Demon Finn Balor though. Yeah, but it does look good. Next up is a custom basic Mac Cardona, aka Zack Ryder, but this is literally Zack Ryder. So what I did was I had a Zack Ryder figure that was completely loose that I hated. I used to have an Elite, but that one, the Elite broke. I don't have it anymore. But what I did was I painted an old Miz trunks. I added the gray knee pads from the Elite. I added the purple wrapped tape arms from a basic and the Zack Ryder head too. But yeah, I like how this custom actually turned out because I've been trying to fix up Zack Ryder in my company. So, would you guys love to see Zack Ryder? That's all my opinion. Next in the collection, we got a custom basic CM Punk. This is not actually custom. This is just like I don't know which series of Elite this is, but all it did was literally swap the head sculpt from one of those really weird figures, and it actually looks really good. I added the Pepsi logo, I painted it, I added that logo, I don't know what it is, but this CM Punk basic custom, it actually turned out pretty good. I kind of like it, and it looks pretty good. I like this era of Punk. Okay, honestly, I did regretted making this custom in the first place, but this is supposed to be a custom Cody Rhodes heel basic. Well, technically, I'm not even planning on using this figure at all. So I just painted the head sculpt to have black hair because, I mean, I like Cody when he had black hair then. So, yeah, but yeah, this was an utter fail, honestly. So I did try on this one. Next, I got a custom Jacob Fatu figure. So what this is a Mark Henry head sculpt that I painted up to look like Jacob Fatu, and it does legit look like Jacob Fatu. I painted the eyes and everything. This is a Roman Reigns body. As you can tell, it is a Roman Reigns body. I just only painted the gauntlets. I painted the pants. But yeah, I really need a new Jacob Fatu. I really do. So now this is a really good start to have in the collection. So yeah, I guess so. Next in the collection, this was a pain to do actually. So we got right here an Undertaker right here. So we used some Hulk Hogan legs in here in the crotch piece. I don't have the Hulk Hogan anymore. It's because it's broken down. So what I did was I torso cracked an old basic Undertaker. As you can see, this one's good and this one's terrible. So I'm covering up with the jacket, but yeah. So the way it moves is good, but the thing is, it was a pain in the ass to do, honestly. But I'm glad to have a fix-up Undertaker, so yeah, and soon I really gotta get a new Undertaker, honestly. I really need to. Next in the collection, we got my custom promo Avery Blaze that is currently holding the Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. And you guys are probably wondering, do I have like multiples of these figures to use for Avery's attires? No, I do not actually. So what I use for Avery Blaze to have wrestle, I use this AJ Styles. All I gotta do is just remove the gauntlets and the gloves and add some bare knuckles, and yeah, there you go right there. Or you could use this AJ Styles right here. You can just remove the gauntlets and the gloves and the elbow pad if you want to, and just add Brock Lesnar gloves and call it a day. And you can use this Seth Rollins figure to use for Avery's Devil attire. So yeah, that's all I got for Avery, honestly, because that is his current gear currently to have like do promos and everything. Or you can use the Hangman Adam Page, the promo one that I have currently. But yeah, those are the attires that I use for Avery Blaze. So yeah, if you guys want to have Avery Blaze, all you can use is a Vince McMahon or John Cena, but with this specific head sculpt, and you can use those figures to make them, yeah, you're good. Next up, we do have myself in figure form. So you can see right here, there's my wrestling gear, and here's my promo gear that I'm currently holding the SMY Hardcore title. It's not going to stay on in there. But what I did for this piece is from the John Cena 3-pack. All you got to do is just paint the head sculpt, which is paint the hair black, add the mustache and goatee, add my initials YOB, and add a thunderbolt in the buttocks, and add some kick pads, and yeah, there you got me. Or you can use the other method that I did had this figure at one point. I had, well, the same thing, but add kick pads in the short mold. It can be any John Cena, but it has to be this specific short mold. Not on basics, on an elite that I had. But yeah, that is a figure of me right there. So yeah. Next to my basics is a custom basic Scorpio Sky right here. I don't have an AEW figure of him, but this is all I had to do. And I couldn't get a Scorpio Sky in time, so I had to make my own for the AHW and SMY collab show, Forbidden Door. So what I did is I grabbed the David Otunga figure. I used the old Rock head sculpt. You can notice that. Look at the printing on that. That's terrible. And I used some long knee pads and some black boots. I used to have white boots, but I changed it. But yeah, honestly, this turned out pretty good, I guess. But honestly, I couldn't get a Scorpio Sky figure on time, so I had to make my own. So yeah. The next figure in the collection is my custom Bryan Danielson figure right here, and he's the current Gladiator champion. So the process of this was an Arn Anderson body, a basic Daniel Bryan head, his basic arms, and his basic kick pads and knee pads, and I had to lower leg swap it. But honestly, it did move good, but it has a single jointed. But you know what? I don't even mind, honestly. But I needed a Bryan Danielson in my collection, so yeah, there you go. I fixed it up, and it actually turned out pretty good than I expected. Yep, it turned out pretty good. Next is a custom that my friend gave to me. Shout out to you, Jason Wilson. He gave me his figure. Well, he had like a bunch of Jason Wilson, so he gave me one of his. And I just like threw in a Randy Orton jacket. It's covered up. He's the current All Extreme champion. I put a Darby Allin necklace in there, or you can use a Kenny Omega necklace from the Supreme. But yeah, all this is literally is to use a Stu Grayson body, and a Sammy Guevara head from Series 5, I believe, from Unmatched or Unrivaled, I don't know, honestly. But yeah, that's how the process of making Jason Wilson. So yeah, that is how you make Jason Wilson. Alright, we're on the last two here. So the next thing is we did a fix-up AEW Cody Rhodes. This Cody Rhodes was like really beat up, and I actually fixed it. This used to be Sammy Guevara custom that I made, but honestly, I didn't like it, so I'm gonna use the tracksuit. I hope that does not bother you. But here's the process. You got an old Cody Rhodes figure right here, an AEW one. So I painted up his Bullet Club gear, as you can see. I'm really proud of that logo that I did. I'm really proud of that. Oh god. So yeah, all you gotta do is make this Cody Rhodes, and yeah, don't acetone this part. Actually, don't acetone it. I made that mistake the first time when I did it. Honestly, that was the first time I did. So yeah, but that is, you got my custom Cody Rhodes. Hope you guys like that figure. And we're on our very last figure, which is a custom Roman Reigns. As you can see, it's not customed, but I did upgraded his gauntlets. I try to do like a combination of his WrestleMania and Raw's Netflix debut from his match against Solo in Bloodline Rules. But yeah, this figure turned out pretty good, honestly. This is from one of the new Roman Reigns figures I got, the one that came with the hoodie. And yeah, this moves pretty good, I guess. All this is, the process too, is to have a Brock Lesnar gauntlet and some Roman Reigns gauntlets to paint to use it. But yeah, this is one of my favorite customs in my collection I have so far. So yeah, the best custom I have in the collection. So in total of custom figures, I have 24 custom action figures in my collection. So if I had to rate them, the worst figure in my collection would be this basic Cody Rhodes, because I hated it. It turned out like complete dog shit. So honestly, I don't even care anymore. This is the worst custom I've done. And the best custom that I have in my collection would be my custom Joe Hendry, the current SMY United States Championship. This is one of the best figures I made in my collection. It's been amazing using this figure a whole bunch. It took a lot of head sculpts to find the perfect head sculpt, but it turned out like complete amazingness. So yeah, this is gonna wrap up this video right here. Comment down below what has been your favorite custom in my collection. And I hope you guys also enjoy Bad Blood. It took me like a long time to do it, but I'm just gonna get the hell out of here because right now I'm gonna be taking a break off of Fetting because it's due to college. So when I'm done with college, I can continue on. We still have a bunch of pay-per-views we have to get done until WrestleMania 5. That is where I'll be ending my Fed. So yeah, I'm glad you guys enjoyed. Comment down below which custom figure has been your favorite. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon, everybody. Peace out, everybody.